How do factors help to determine whether a number is prime or composite? So our goal is to recognize that a whole number is a multiple of each of its factors, to find all factors for a whole number in the range of 1 to 100, and determine whether the whole number is prime or composite. So what we're going to do today is we're going to start by thinking about multiples. So when we see the word multiples, one thing that we could do is think about the word multiply. A multiple is basically the same thing as skip counting. So, when we are looking for multiples, what we need to do is we need to think about our starting point. So if my starting point is 5, I can look at 5 and I can see that multiples of 5 would be 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. So if I wanted to find multiples of 2, I would find 2, and then I would continue to move across to 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So what would be some multiples of the number 3? That's correct. We could have 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. What would be some multiples of the number 8? That's correct. We could have 8, 16, 24, 32, and 40. So, knowing that these are multiples, let's try some other ones. What would be a multiple of 4? So if we're finding multiples of 4, I know that I would start with 4, then I would skip count. That would give me 8, 12, 16, and 20. What about multiples of 11? So with 11, I could start with 11, and then have 22, 33, 44, and 55. Now, factors. Think back to our lessons on multiplication and think about what factors are. Factors are the numbers that you multiply to get a number. So when I'm thinking about 6, I could say that I could do 1 times 6 is one set of factors. But there's another set of factors to give me 6. It would be 2 times 3. These two sets of factors would help me find the number 6. Let's think about this number, 18. Pause the video and think about all the factors that you can think of to get the number 18. Alright, so for 18, we know that we can always do 1 times the number, so 1 times 18. We also know that we have 2 times 9. And then there's one more, which is 3 times 6. These would be all the factors of 18. Let's look at one more example. If I have the number 29, so pause the video and think about the factors for 29. 29 is a unique number, meaning that there is actually only one set of factors to get to 29. The only way to make 29 is to say 1 times 29. So remember that multiples is just a fancy way of saying skip counting. And remember that factors are the numbers that we multiply to get a product.